Welcome to Porsche Minor Mechanics, and today we've got a random one on the DpF. Today's video is all about the DpF, and I decided to take an old one and take it apart and prep it as if I was going to reuse it. This one's off a Ford, basically done 110,000 miles. The DpF was pretty shot, so I decided to remove it and just prep it as if I was doing a delete. So with a 4.5-inch grinder, I marked a square or a rectangle on the underside of the exhaust, and then using the 4.5-inch angle grinder neatly cut out a panel to enable me to remove it, and if need be later on tack it back into place. Make sure that you wear safety glasses and make sure you wear a face mask. This is a dirty old one and it is going to be full of carbon and ash and God knows what else. There'll be some insulation inside there as well, possibly containing dangerous fibres, so do wear a mask. You'll notice how quickly the disc has worn down. They don't last too long, but by neatly just crossing the four corners, the panel should pop up of its own accord and enable you to remove it, but it might be a little bit warm, so be careful. I'm only interested in getting the actual filter inside out and having a little look at it, so I'll get a screwdriver and try and remove the actual wadding and the filter as well. One thing I noticed with this particular one, which I've never experienced before when looking at a DpF filter intact, is how soft this one was. Like I say, this one came out of 110,000 miles, I think it had done. And basically they're kind of 100,000 mile part, and then they're due for replacement anyway. But this one was really soft. Even with a screwdriver I could actually dig out the media, which was just demonstrating how shot the insides were. So I'll get a drill, and the largest drill that I can get in the chuck, and basically just drill all the way around the outside of my cutout, enabling me to just break it up and hopefully eventually be able to dig it out with some ease. Like I say, this shouldn't really go through that easily. It's just testament to how shattered and worn out this DpF is. It literally went through that like a hot knife through butter. But like I said, there's a lot of carbon there and a lot of ash, and also you've got the makeup of the metals involved in making the filter in the first place. So make sure you wear a mask, and a good one at that. You don't want to be breathing that lot in. And importantly, dispose of it well. You know, you shouldn't be throwing this in a bin. It should be getting wrapped up and disposed of at the right site. Well, that's taken a couple of minutes to do that. Like I say, I've known people drill these out and be there for half an hour. This is a dream to take apart, this one, but I did know it was pretty shattered anyway. But that's basically it. Trying to get in as far as I can, making sure I don't go through the bottom, which you won't with any great ease. You'll have to put some effort in it. But loosen up all the media, and it should basically all come out quite easily. By the way, this one hasn't come off my Porsche. Oh, look at that. Now you can just break up the bigger pieces with the screwdriver. You know, if you're contemplating doing this with your own one, then make sure that you do remove everything from inside, because you don't, if you are fitting your one, if you're going to fit it back on the car, you don't want ceramic stuff rattling around inside the box. It will drive you spare. On the bottom you'll find more of the insulation, so make sure you clean everything out and dispose of it properly. It's falling out in massive lumps now. And that pretty much is all there is to it. And there's the plate, which you can weld back in later. So that leaves the next job of replacing and welding back the plate. So all we did here was basically lined up the existing plate which we cut out earlier, tacked it all back into place, and that was it. And the end result, well, it's like this. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot. Bye.